Okay, so hello everybody. This video is actually a little bit different than I had anticipated because uh, the plan was to go to a Polish junkyard, scrapyard, and see what we could find. Just pull out what kind of treasures, what kind of cool stuff. And once we got there, I pulled out my camera and I was filming, and the owner came running up to us in like a very aggressive way. It was almost kind of comical actually, and I thought he was kind of joking at first, and he did not want us filming there. And then he walked away and he came back and he insisted we delete all the files, and you know, I can accommodate that, so I just went ahead and deleted what I'd filmed. It was like maybe 30 seconds of footage anyway. And then we went to a second junkyard. We were like, hey, this is kind of a weird vibe, let's go to a different one. And we went to the second one and the guy's like, well, you guys can look around, but don't film anything. And so I was like, what is up with that? Well, the girl who was like showing me around told me that it's probably because they're worried people bring stolen metal there, and they sell it, and a lot of that stuff might be stolen, and somebody would like see it on YouTube and say, hey, that was on my grandma's balcony, what's it doing in that video in that junkyard? So yeah, so unfortunately I couldn't get any footage to show you guys actually digging through the place, but I did want to make a quick video and show you at least a haul video what we got. So let's check that out. So the young couple that I was telling you about, they're the ones that gave me the music board, or sold me the music board that was a couple videos ago. And we had a long discussion. I told them what I'm interested in, and they've been sending me pictures as they find stuff. So she's pretty quick to catch on, and so she knows what I'm looking for. And she called me about this thing. And it's an old lamp on a rolling stand. And it's got like a Bakelite handle here, a big heavy duty one. And cast iron base with really old casters. So when I first saw it, I was like, that kind of looks like a Hobby Lobby type thing, because it was like kind of thin metal. But when I got there, I realized that these are actually heating vents to let the heat, because it's the real deal. So and then there's an adjustable little lever here that can move the bulb closer or further away from the lens. So that is pretty cool. Very industrial. Shows its age, and the only thing it needs is a new cable, and it's ready to go. So and cleaning, of course, but yeah. So the second thing that I got from her was this old bell. They had bought like one of those old German houses, and their plan was to remodel it. I don't know exactly what happened with those plans, but this was on the wall when they purchased it, and it's got Bakelite component to it and metallic component to it, and the paint's kind of chippy, and it's really cool. This little thing would vibrate. Let me see if I can get it to ring for you. It would just shake back and forth when electricity was applied to it. So that's really cool. It's got that kind of farmhouse look. So it was a pretty cool score. Okay, so the other thing I got from them, I got two more things. One was this 1970s, or yeah, I think it's early 80s, but more likely 70s, from when Poland was in the Soviet Union. And it's a lamp stand with a little table and a little magazine or newspaper holder there, and little Bakelite lamp fitting and a switch, which will have to be changed out. And these are really neat because the feet have these atomic wooden, well, they're feet, and they're kind of atomic looking, and it's ultra lightweight and kind of kitschy. So I thought that was kind of cool. Just got to find a lampshade that works with it. So, and then the last thing was kind of an afterthought. It was this old radio, and I don't know anything about that. I think that those connections can be identified, and I can get cables for it. So we'll see if it's worth that or not. And the antenna is actually still intact, which is pretty surprising. So, yeah. Okay, so now what you've been waiting for, what do we get at the actual scrapyard? So, let's check it out. First thing is this heavy-duty Christmas tree stand. And by looking at it, if you're not from around here, you wouldn't know that that's a Christmas tree stand, except for the fact that it's got the 3 screws like ours do. But it's heavy duty cast iron, and yeah, I thought it would be great as a lamp base. So I can put basically any size shaft in here, and then these adjustable bolts will hold it in place. And if I use an iron pipe that kind of matches the color and look, then I'm in business. The next thing is this machinist lamp shade. So I'm always looking for these, and I'll be able to put that to use on something. And here is a granite ware bowl, and in it are a bunch of brass hardware from old doors. So that's pretty cool. I got some of it, she got some of it, but she found most of it, so she let me have these, so they were kind of cool. This is a matching pair here, brass, just kind of simple ones, and then this one's got like a wooden handle on it, so that'll clean up pretty nice. So not super valuable, but kind of interesting. So, and then there were lots of these old granite ware bowls. I don't know if they're really worth anything or if anybody's interested in those. But I can pick up a lot of them if that sells on the first antique show. This one's kind of a tragedy. It is a picture frame or a mirror frame with candlestick holders, and one of them is actually broken off. When I first saw it, I thought it just this one swung over and it has 2, but actually that's kind of firmly in position, as you can see there. And so there's kind of 2 off-centered candlesticks. It's missing one. The interesting is that it says it's handwritten there that made in 1903. So that's pretty old. And then somebody hit it with an angle grinder to check out if it was actually brass under there. So that's a shame. But if you put a picture in there, it won't matter. It won't be visible. So they hit it with the back too. I don't know what they were thinking. So anyway, I mean, it's obviously brass. So kind of cool. Very old. Amazing patina. This patina is brown, almost like bronze, as opposed to kind of the green that it usually goes. So next thing is just a regular old copper pot, and nothing too special, but I know a lot of people collect copper pots, so went ahead and grabbed that. Here's an old oil can, and it looks like it's, I don't know what kind of metal that is. But it's got a handle for pouring, no graphics on it. It's kind of neat. And then an old light from a factory. Oh, I was thinking that was iron in back, but it looks like some kind of plastic, so it's not super old, but it's got a little bit of age to it. So then we got this guy, a machinist lamp, which is pretty cool. It's all there and it still works, and it holds its position when you scissor it down, which is kind of cool. So it's functioning perfectly. It's got a switch there, and it's all complete. It's got the bracket and the hardware to secure it to your work surface, so that's kind of cool. Oh, these 2 things were from that young couple as well, an old tin of some kind, and this is from a motor or a car garage. Bakelite handle, and then a cage around the bulb. So and that would hang up like in the hood of the car so you could work on the motor. So it's kind of cool. Then again, with the scrap, I thought this was really cool because it has 4 holes for mounting to a wall, and then this thing that could swing out, so you could run a rod through there and hook a lamp on there, and then you can park your lamp up against the wall there, and then when you want it, you can pull it down with a spring and position it. So that's kind of cool. And then I got 3 kind of bigger things. One is this cast aluminum stairs system, and I'm not sure how old it is. It's not really old, but it is very unique. So when you pull on this, it'll open up and present these as stairs. So I haven't been able to get it open yet because I haven't had enough time to like really look at how it works. But that's really cool. If somebody's got an industrial theme going on and they need a little set of stairs, that is perfect. So the next thing is this old window. So this is all iron. It's 100% iron, and this was actually on the roof. It's like a skylight, and see if we can get a good look at it here. This is cement because it was like they pulled it right out of the building, and it's got a hinge here. So I'll put like I'll clean this all up and it'll look amazing, and I'll put a bolt right through there, and it works. So this window hinges open from the top, and it's really old. So here it is from the back. There's no cement on the back, which is good. And it's just a really neat piece of architectural salvage. So this, all of this stuff, and then those things, which I'm going to show you in a minute, were all just the price of scrap. So they weren't partial to them or anything. They just sold them to me for the price of scrap. Now, I bought 2 things that I'm going to turn into lamps, and they're very tall and vertical, and I needed something heavy for a base for them. So I don't know what these are, but that's about probably 75 pounds. It's solid iron, and I got 2 of them because the thing that I'm going to turn into a lamp, which I'll show you in my next video, is super tall and super heavy, and these are going to be the perfect basis for them because it's a very industrial piece of furniture that I'm going to be putting together. So these are great bases, they match, and super industrial, super cool, and just what the doctor ordered. So that's it for today's trip. I wish I could have shown you guys what was actually at the scrapyard. Maybe I'll go back another time and just kind of do it incognito. So but don't want to start any fights and get my license plates pictured anymore, so I'll probably give up on that. So okay, so that's it for today, and thanks for watching. Come back and see me for the next video.